Hey everybody, it's Iliazar here from projectlaptoplifestyle.com. So I want to make this video and share an experience actually I had this month lately, which I believe you can learn a lot from. So the experience, which really what happened last month, is I've stopped doing one business of mine. So I've been doing solo ads. Solo ads is one way of making money online, and I've been doing it for 2.5 years. It's actually a great business, so if you're looking to make money online, you can go do solo ads. If you're looking for some coaches, feel free to contact me. I personally don't teach it, but I know some people who teach it. It's one way of making money online. There are many ways to do it, and I've been doing it for 2.5 years, really. And I have stopped doing it only 2 weeks ago, and I've been doing around 3K to 5K every month, and I've been doing it by working 1 hour a month. Now, obviously it took some time to build it up, but after I built my system and everything, that's kind of how I've been living for the last 2 years with this business. And I've been doing this. However, 2 weeks ago, I've decided to say no to this business. I've decided to close the business. I've decided to stop it. And that's what I want to share with you. Like, if you're asking why the hell would I give away a business which I work 1 hour a month and I get $3,000, so the reason is, like, which is the topic of the video as well, it's every time you say yes to something, you say no to something else. Now really think about it. Every time you say yes to something, you say no to something else. Now I'll give you an example in this business. I've been doing around 3K to 5K for the last 2 years, net profit after all expenses. And I've been doing it 1 hour a month, so my value per hour is actually pretty amazing. It was like if you calculate per hour, I was doing maybe 1,000 plus per hour. It's amazing value. And however, lately, because I didn't spend time on it, like the business went down a bit, so the profit went down as well, and I needed to work a bit to get it up. And in order to get it up, I probably would have to spend, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 hours roughly to get it back on the same situation. And to be honest, I just didn't want to do it because those 7 hours is something you can spend on something else. And you can spend it, I can spend it on making videos like this right now. I can spend it on spending time with friends and loved ones. And yeah, it was an easy decision because, you know, it's still money. But I actually want to share with you a beautiful quote which I heard around 2 years ago. It's from Warren Buffett. And he says that the difference between successful people is the most successful people, they say no to almost everything. Now, back at the time, 2 years ago, I heard it, I was like shocked and I didn't really understand what did it mean. But now, the more I progress, the more I learn, the more I grow, I start understanding it. Whenever you say yes to many meetings for the day, you're basically saying no to your goals. Because if you have goals, you need to work on them. And usually you have a very limited amount of priorities. And I really started understanding it more and more, and that's why I said no to this business. Even though we know it brings in money and it's great, but now I have time to focus on other things which can bring me more money, things which I can enjoy more, because I stopped kind of enjoying this business. You know, it's bringing me some money, yeah, autopilot, I can work with it, but I didn't really enjoy it. And everything like other businesses grew, so it's really starting important also enjoying what you do. It's really, really important to say no to other things. It's not only with business. If you're gonna say yes to, okay, let's say I'm gonna meet 10 people today or 5 people tomorrow and have these meetings, you're saying no to have your own personal time. You're saying no to working on your goals all day long where we have some priorities. So every time you say yes to something, you say no to something else. And that's really about priorities. You have to prioritize what you do. And since I've stopped it, actually, I also have a mental load, which is much, much less. I don't really have to think about it. All my other businesses, I enjoy much more. And yeah, so, you know, I do a bit 2,000, 3,000 less a month, but I enjoy so much more I'm doing. And I have time to make this video even. Like my YouTube channel and my blog right now, I don't earn anything from it right now. I don't know how I'll monetize it. Maybe I'll monetize in the future, but I'm really doing it like purely just because I want to give back. I want to share some information, my insights, my journey. And now I have time. Even those 4 or 5 hours a month, in 4 or 5 hours a month, I can make plenty of videos. And My time is limited, obviously. I can't do everything, and that's the power of saying no. That's etern doing things which you love and the things which you can say yes. And I want to add one more thing, which I really believe in, as you do what you have to do while you have to do it, and then do what you want to do. So with this business, for example, I've been making, as I said, 3,000 to 5,000 a month for the last 2 years, working on average 1 hour a month, literally. And you know, it's still money. I really respect money. I think it's important to respect it, and I've been doing it. And I wasn't like making millions of dollars every month, so it's still money. And this money allowed me to travel the world, do other things, invest in other businesses, pay bills. It's really important. And I was doing it. However, I did it because I had to. As I said, I wasn't earning millions of dollars, and I only started growing towards like 6 figures, and I do it. And lately, like all the other businesses which I've done started growing, I have much more savings, I have investments, and I'm not relying on this. And this is like an example of something I had to do in a way, even though I had many other options to do. I didn't enjoy it in time. I learned a bunch of skills doing this. So it's about email marketing and learn a lot about it, but I stopped enjoying it, and now I don't have to do it. So now I choose no, and I choose to do what I want to do. And that's the power of like making more money online, growing yourself, scaling autopilot. You choose to do what you love to do. And that's where you start being fulfilled, you're doing things you enjoy, and accordingly, your income will probably skyrocket as well because you're doing what you love. So I really believe like, if you have to do something you don't enjoy in the beginning, it's completely okay. Do it for a certain period. Don't get stuck on it all the time. Have a strategy how to properly get out of it and do things you want to do. So I want to summarize my key insight, and the key lesson of this video is every time you say yes to something, you say no to something else. So I really invite you to choose really carefully what you say yes, like which project you attack, which businesses you want to do, which people you surround yourself with, which foods you put into your mouth. All around you, it's all things you say yes and you say no to other things. So I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts below. If you had some similar experience for something you said no, or something you said yes and they didn't allow you to do other things, I will be glad to hear. And feel free to subscribe below to projectlaptoplifestyle.com. Have a great day.